Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Interim Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Enterprise and Knowledge Exchange, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for the students of the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. I'd also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU live stream. Welcome also to the recipient of the Vice-Chancellor's Award, David Rushart. It is a pleasure and a privilege to have you with us. Graduands, I want to begin by congratulating you on your achievements. In particular, all of my colleagues and I want to acknowledge that you have had a tough time. with significant periods of your time with us disrupted by COVID-19. Nonetheless, you have come through the challenges that you faced, showing considerable resilience and resourcefulness along the way. These are qualities which will serve you well as you navigate what may be uncertain times ahead. Graduation is a very significant day for us as much as it is for you. It is the moment when we all come together to reflect on your academic accomplishments and all of the other incredible things that you have done during your NTU journey. I want to recognize also the doctoral student who will be coming across the stage today. A PhD is the highest level of academic study. In completing your doctorate with us, you will have also made a significant contribution to our university research culture. Thank you for this. No matter what program you have completed, foundation, undergraduate, or postgraduate degree, professional qualification, or apprenticeship, your talent and determination has laid firm foundations for the next stage of your life. However, no one completes this journey alone. I invite you to remember now all of those who have supported you along the way, your families, friends, course mates, your professional services staff, and your academic tutors. Please join me in thanking them with a well-deserved round of applause. Just going off script a little bit, we like noise in these ceremonies, so please be encouraged by that. That was great. Thank you. These ceremonies also give us an opportunity to reflect on the university's world-leading research, our commitment to ensuring our graduates are equipped for the world of work, and our ever-expanding network of international partnerships. I will highlight a few of these. We remain the most popular destination for UK undergraduate students, and we are now the 5th biggest university in the UK based on student numbers. We have won major national awards for the quality of our student support and our contribution to social mobility. We remain one of the top 5 most environmentally sustainable universities in the world. Our research has once again won a Queen's Anniversary Prize, and we had the most improved score of any comprehensive university in the recent Research Excellence Framework. Yet some of our proudest achievements can be found in the results of our student surveys. Thanks to all of those of you who completed the National Student Survey or the Postgraduate Taught Experience Survey in the recent months. These surveys gather opinions on the quality of our courses, providing valuable insights into what we are doing well, and perhaps most importantly, what we might further improve. In 2022, NTU's overall student satisfaction stands at 81% for undergraduates and 84% in the postgraduate survey. We acknowledge that we will have some way to go yet to get back to the pre-pandemic peak of 89% in the National Student Survey, but we are still a long way ahead of the sector average. In both surveys, 86% of our students would recommend others to study here. This is very encouraging, and thank you for recognizing that enabling our students to succeed is our top priority. The School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment exemplifies those ambitions. It understands that students arrive not only with an intellectual curiosity, but an ingrained sense of purpose. They come as aspiring architects, construction managers, civil engineers, product makers, and property managers of tomorrow. Through the expertise of its teaching, its accredited courses, the quality of its connections, and the access it provides to life-changing opportunities, the school's goal is to help turn its students' passions into professional success. It has retained the same mission since the 1940s, to inspire new generations of makers and creators, designers and builders, planners and problem solvers. It believes in balancing theory with hands-on practice, in asking big and meaningful questions, and in developing innovative, creative, and sometimes disruptive solutions. These questions are asked and answered together as a dedicated learning community of staff and students. In these respects, the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment reflects the duties of a modern university to create, to empower, to enrich, and to connect. Class of 2022, I hope you will enjoy today's ceremony. I now invite Deputy Dean Richard Bull to read the names of today's graduands and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic Development and Performance, Professor Sharon Hutley, to confer your degrees. Thank you very much.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Doctor of Philosophy degree in Research on Implementation of Low Temperature District Heating in Existing Buildings, Asad Ashfaq. Master of Arts degree in Interior Architecture and Design, Orlando Gamal. Vibavi Shanmugaramase. Sai Sejan. Sia Anand. Dati Nilesh Kumar. Divisha Vishwanda Kadamba. Winston Sebastian Abraham. Postgraduate Certificate in Interior Architecture and Design, Violet Pratt. Master of Science degree in Civil Engineering, John Asidet. Arun Hari. Logeshwari Palanishme. Nikita Chandrakant Solanki. Justin Varghese. Master of Science degree in Construction Management, Nima Ayigu Aliku. Modupe Enitan Awoliyi. Samuel Longcat Bentu. Surya Tisha Nimagada. Mufonobong Entuk. Onye Justin Shilaka Niwatia. Lakshima Narayunan Rajahinodon. Kushal Shika. Master of Science degree in Project Management Construction, Emmanuel Ita Mufon Asanga. Nidhi Mahesh Kumar Badrakia. Pravityash Ganesh Murthy. Gokul Pramand Joshi. Shruti Nangakolpol. Rohit Ashok Patil. Yash Suebachai Shah. Master of Science degree in Structural Engineering with Materials, Sadi Padesu. Janvi Naranda Drapai Jadeji. Francis Saleh. Master of Engineering degree with honours in Civil Engineering, Design and Construction, Ali Derby. Jack Ma. Declan McHugh. Urshad Nuri. Wayana Carnerio. Oliver Cleland. The next student also receives the Nottingham Trent University Prize for Outstanding MN Civil Engineering Design and Construction Major Design Project, Alexander Clifton. Gavin Dykestra. Coningsby Evans. Sabing Gurung. Peter Homer. Jonathan Hooper. The next student also receives the ACON Prize for Outstanding MEng Final Year Student, Emily McGrath. The next student also receives the ACON Prize for Outstanding MEng Final Year Student, Rebecca Paramore. Ayaz Patwa. Jessica Ryan. Duncan Van Dyke. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Interior Architecture and Design, May Abatulab. Bajin Augustine. The next student also receives the Engaging Communication Prize, Sophie Barnwell. Jan Benales. Valentina Bernhardt. Hugo Borthwick. Paulina Brucker. Thomas Bush. Vladimir Carasso. Chun Chan. Tiana Cockle. Akriti Dasot. Siddharth Dayal Rajan. Marcella Phantom. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of graduates from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. I'm now really pleased to present an award to a member of staff who has excelled this year. I'll invite Dave to the stage. The Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching recognises and celebrates inspirational teaching at Nottingham Trent University. Colleagues can be nominated by colleagues or by alumni. Winners of this award have demonstrated that they create memorable, positive learning experiences, embody their discipline, practice or profession, and have a transformative impact on their students. I'm proud to present this award to a senior lecturer and BEng and MEng course leader in civil engineering. David was nominated by two colleagues who spoke passionately about him embracing innovative approaches to learning and teaching. They told us that he was the first in his team to embrace scale-up and was responsible for developing the project module from scratch, an interdisciplinary experience students have described as unforgettable. David is an industry expert and sets his teaching within a clear context of industry and profession. He also created a work-based learning project module for apprenticeship students, which was very well received. He was keen to offer live Q&A sessions at the beginning of the pandemic, a practice which has been adopted across the whole department and carries on to this day. David has worked at Nottingham Trent University for 5 years and is a fellow of the Higher Education Academy. He is particularly proud to receive this award today, as this was the first ever cohort that he taught 5 years ago. Many of them were even in his personal tutor group as first years, and so this is a real culmination for them all. The students receiving their hard-earned and well-deserved degrees, alongside David as he receives this very prestigious award. It gives me great pleasure to present the Vice-Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching to Mr. David Rassard. I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduates. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the following have also qualified for awards for the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Interior Architecture and Design. Molly Greeny. Lucy Greenall. Laura Amelia Guy. Mariam Hagag. Chu Ho Hu. Holly Kidd. Lena Kielikowska. The next student also receives the prize for Most Improved ARC Partnership Student, Maximilian King. Nagai Lei. Magdalena Lakowska. Rebecca Ledger. Amy Liversidge. Caroline Marinik. Andrew Martin. Jenica Mystery. Naziha Mostafa. Adora Mulombi. Aman Padam. Karina Rakasuit. Pranav Shaji now. Chuk Sin. Daniel Stubbs. Victoria Sesheshna. Rebecca Webb. Zheng Yang. Hao Yu. Lauren Alvey. Holly Austin Myers. Alice Barnes. Lucy Bailey. Kyle Bowman. The next student also receives the Innovative Research CPMG Prize, Emily Carpenter. The next student also receives the Technical Resolution Couch Perry Wilkes Prize, Oliver High. Apurva Jain. Willow Kelsey. Kaylee Kaur. Chloe Lodge. The next student also receives the Technical Resolution Blue Sky Interiors Prize. Imogen McCall. The next student also receives the Conceptual Thinking IA Interior Architects Prize. Samantha Maharaja. Takura Mavira. Holly Merle. Jurapom Pumpsalad. Molly Regan. Olivia Scrimgur. The next student also receives the IAD Macaulay Sinclair Award. Catherine Shaler. Emily Sinclair. Ashley Ting. Sophie Wilson. Bachelor of Engineering degree with honours in Civil Engineering. Callum Finch. Luke Pearson. Matthew Sullivan. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Civil Engineering. Andrew Bowden. Stephen Bridle. Cesaria de Fatima de Costa Moraes de Brito. Master of Science degree in Construction Management. Gagana Gurulinga Murthy. Nithin Raghu. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Interior Architecture and Design. Natalia Letiuk. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment, and concludes the presentation of awards to the graduates at this ceremony. In absentia, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those graduates who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy of their degrees, and I stand as proxy. Emily McGrath, who early received a Master of Engineering degree with honours in Civil Engineering, Design and Construction, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Hi everybody. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Dean, distinguished guests, family, friends and fellow graduates, it gives me great pleasure to present this vote of thanks today. So firstly, myself and my fellow graduates would like to thank all the teaching staff here at NTU for their continued guidance, support, and even when we ask the same questions over and over again and bombard you with emails, you still reply. An extended thanks is also given to all the other university staff who work hard behind the scenes and have provided us with such a fantastic experience here at NTU. And this final year in Nottingham has been fantastic, and that is thanks to Forest making it to the Premier League. But NTU has also helped along the way. This group of graduates has been treated like a family, even as some of us still continue our first-year ocean habits and pull in the odd all-nighter in the library. And it's also really great to see everybody's family and friends here with us today. A celebration like this just really didn't seem possible only a year ago. And as many of us have been with NTU for at least 4 years, I can feel the weight of relief from everyone's shoulders that we don't have to rely on you for loans or banks anymore, but trust me, that is still going to continue. I'd also like to thank my fellow friends and graduates and give a huge congratulations to everybody for making it here to this point. We've shared some fantastic memories, from frustrations on the surveying field trip, bowling and games nights organised by staff, and some questionable singing on karaoke in Stockholm. I hope that during my career I am privileged to enjoy the same sense of camaraderie as I have here at NTU. And who knew somebody saying I haven't even looked at the coursework yet could sound so comforting. And now that we've finished university and we have to become proper adults, NTU's industry links have provided us with an excellent platform to do so, so I also would like to thank those. And I'd like to finish by saying a huge congratulations to everybody that's here today. We've shared some hurdles, some hangovers, and hopefully some good times. So good luck to everybody, and we should all be extremely proud of ourselves. Thank you.
Well, graduates, guests, it falls to me to say a few words to close this ceremony, but let me start by a few thank yous. Firstly, thank you to Emily for that wonderful speech. I saw you take a deep breath before you stood up to come forward. It's a big thing to do, isn't it? Looking out on all those faces and to say words confidently and articulately, but you did a brilliant job and you reflected superbly on your time here at Nottingham Trent, both academic but more widely, and that's what being at university should be all about, that kind of holistic and rounded experience. And yes, it's been an experience like no other, with COVID doing its best to disrupt things, but you made it. That's why you're here today. And I think the look of pride on your family's faces, all that hard work and effort has really paid off. So let me turn now to David, because I think you're feeling very proud as well. As you say, it was some of your first cohorts of students are now graduating today, so a particularly special day for you. But really nice for us to be able to acknowledge the wonderful teaching that you've given us here at NTU in the last 5 years, and looking forward to the next 5 as well. So well done. And now, graduates, everybody said well done, so let me add my congratulations to those. But I hope you recognise that I'm using the term graduates because you came into this hall as graduands, and you then walked across this stage and became graduates. Okay? That's a transition that you've made. It might not seem very significant at the moment, but it's a really big transition and milestone in your lives. And I hope that you'll reflect back on this day as a marker of that transition into the next stage of your life. As you came across this stage, most of you looked justifiably proud, and most of you look pretty happy. Some of you look faintly terrified at the prospect of walking across, but nobody tripped up or fell over, so well done. I hope now you're feeling a little more relaxed and feeling happy and proud of what you've achieved. So as students, of course, you are the beating heart of our university, and in many ways of this city. However, your contributions did not come just in your lecture theatres, your seminars, your studios and laboratories. You undertook placements that made local organisations more effective. You took NTU to the top 10 in your university sports league. You ran societies linked to your subjects. And you made the Global Lounge the vibrant place that it is known to be around the world. Beyond our campuses, however, you played sports for local clubs, helped young children with their reading in schools. You volunteered at food banks or helped recover welfare benefits denied to local residents. And as Emily alluded to, as and when it was possible to do so, you contributed most generously to the nighttime economy of this city. You also undertook countless other activities through the societies of the Students' Union, Where would Nottingham be without you? Thank you for that. And although you've now graduated, you remain members of our global NTU family. That's a worldwide community of over 220,000 alumni. Our doors will always be open to you, so make sure that you keep in touch, have a look at the alumni website for what's going on, and keep up to date with your details. And you can continue to access support from us, including face-to-face advice on the next steps of your career over the next 3 years from our employability team. So if you're not quite sorted yet, or you go into a job that you don't quite like and you'd fancy a change, do get back in touch. We're here to help. And in time, consider how you too could help future generations of students, just as some alumni will have helped you through offering lectures, placements and careers advice, and by helping to fund our scholarships, facilities and research. And when the time comes, we encourage you to complete what we call the Graduate Outcomes Survey. That's a national survey, and it'll land in your inbox in about a year's time. Now, I know surveys are tedious, and we tend to get them too often, and mostly we just ditch them. But this one's important, so please remember it when it does come through to you. It's important because it will tell us what you're doing 15 months after you've graduated. And that's not only interesting and important for us, but it really helps us tell future students what they can aspire to go on to do after they've graduated. So it will help your successors. But that's all for the future, and now's the time to enjoy your success. The advantage of being in the early morning ceremony is the compensation for having to get up early and be here on time is that you've now got the whole of the rest of the day and the evening to go out and celebrate. So I hope you're going to make the most of the time ahead available to you. And in a moment, I'm going to invite you all to join us for celebratory refreshments in the Newton building. First, however, I think a little opportunity to once again make a lot more noise. One of our guests last week spoke about being an embarrassing dad. And actually, I think that was quite a good description for how it should be, really. This is a joyous occasion. So we've had a bit of polite clapping this morning. We've had 1 or 2 whoops and sort of well done, and quite an excited member of the audience halfway back there. But I think now's the time that everybody can get excited. Let's just make a bit more noise, because what you lot have been through upstairs and how you've got through it is just amazing. So well done, everybody. Make as much noise as you like now to celebrate all of that. Okay, that's hopefully got you in the party mood, even though it's only 20 to 11. But you've got the rest of the day ahead, as I said, to enjoy. Guests, can I please ask you to remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and graduates leave the hall? And finally, I declare this graduation ceremony closed. Thank you.